Stenari, Morose, and Carly up front. And they're pucked up. Kings pull it back. They zip it into the Duck zone. Cut off there by Busher right away. And enters the zone. That's cut off by the Kings and shoved right back out into the neutral zone. Stenari chops at it ahead. Kings drive it into the Duck zone. Busher back to pick it up. He moves it up the near side wall here to Morose. Morose chips it up, but that's met with some pressure by the Kings. He's back, stretch pass to Stenari. Stenari chips it into the Kings zone, walks down the left wing, centering attempt. Got redirected just wide of the net. Morose drops it back to the D. Shot from Busher, and a glove save on the Carly tip in front. Face-off coming to the left of the Kings goaltender. We got Pond stepping in with Escamilla. Quick shot by Bedard. High and over the net. Pond kicked it down to Escamilla. Escamilla gets the spin and cuts in the left-hand side. Centering attempt and a redirection and a save just wide. Shot from the back end. Redirected just wide. Back up the wall, cut off by the Kings, and skated out of the zone, crossed the neutral zone. That's broken up nicely by Smith. Shoved up the wall, comes back to Smith. Pond picks it up. He drives it up the near side wall to Bedard. Bedard quickly shifts it up to Pond, but that's cut off and shoved back down by Amador. Busher looking for the stretch pass, hit Pond. He's met with some pressure. Gets it up to Escamilla. Escamilla cuts down the right wing into the slider. He drops it for Bedard. Bedard pulls up onto the half wall. Fights through some pressure there by the Kings. And the Kings are able to shove it out of the zone. Back to the Ducks D. And a re-entry quickly. Escamilla down the far side wall. He gets pinched off the wall, or the puck, and shoved out. That's going to go for icing though. So face-off coming back to the right-hand side of the Kings goaltender on the icing call. Stenari is going to be flanked by Melton and Baker on this one, with Duster off on the back end. Magnifico planted his ass right in front of me. I can't see anything, because Magnifico decided to be a big part of the video there. Baker cuts down. He's got a puck centering attempt. That's broken up by the Kings. Tried to hit Stenari on the back door. Stenari chips it in deep, circling back to it. Is Melton with some pressure. Baker in support. Kings come away with it and are able to drive it up and out of the zone. And that's going to go for icing again. Always love when Magnifico is roughing. It's a joy. Quick change, and Soria in for that. Gets it out to Yampolsky. Yampolsky drives it right back in the zone. Ref's in the way. Linesman's in the way there. Held in by the linesman. Oh. He stepped up on him. I didn't catch that number. Kings wrap around the near side wall here. Back to Busher, or Dusterhoff. Dusterhoff drives it back down into the corner. Picked off by Soria on the wall. Soria zips it over to Dusterhoff. Dusterhoff high and wide of the net. Lee comes in with some pressure. Kings come away with it. They zip it up the wall and out of the zone. Dusterhoff with it, spins around, backhands it right back into the Kings zone. Lee in on the forecheck pressure. Kings able to get the wheel spin and cut out of the zone. Stenari back out there with some pressure across the red line. Dusterhoff picks it up, looking for the stretch pass. Finds Busher. Busher backhands one across the ice. Nobody there. Nice little centering attempt just out in front of Morose. Busher with it behind the net. Around the side. Back. Dropped it off, but that's cut off by the Kings and dumped all the way back down into the Duck zone, but without gaining the red line. Icing's being called. back to Busher. Busher off the wall down to Morose. Morose at the top circle and a drive wide of the net, picked up by the Kings on the far side wall. Shoved up the wall, met with some pressure by Sonari. Morose circles back to it, chips it up. We got a delayed penalty against the Kings. Carly with it behind the net, circles away from the pressure. Centering attempt, and the Kings touch up and are going to the box. So the Ducks will have a first power play opportunity of the game. Looks like we're having trouble with the connection, saying reconnected, so can't do much about that when you're on the wireless. To wait for the replay. Bernard with it in the corner. He drives it up to the back end, zips it over to little Busher. Busher back to Busher, back down to the half wall to Escamilla from the slot. Shot deflected high over the net onto the far side wall and shoved out of the zone by the Kings. Busher back to pick it up. Spins back behind the net, gets things set up, zips it over to his partner Smith. Smith back to Busher. Ducks waiting to get things set up here. Now there's a lane opens up, leaves it for Escamilla. Escamilla off the wall. Zone entry down the left wing into the corner. Spins back down the wall. Gets the puck taken from him. And shoved out of the zone. Ducks got a regroup in the neutral zone. Busher with the re-entry down the right wing. Shot deflected high up into the netting. Ducks unable to get anything really set up on that power play so far. 51 seconds left in the power play. Sonari steps in. That's Morose and Carly out there now. Carly with it, drops it for Sonari. Sonari over to Busher. Busher back to Sonari. Sonari at the high circle. Tried to shove it into the slot area to Carly. Gets broken up, pushed over to the far side wall. Carly with it. Centering attempt to Busher. Busher with the drive wide of the net. Driven up the wall to go down. Go down, gets the puck knocked off of his stick. Busher picks it up. Drives it right back to go down, but misses the target. Carly in on the forecheck. Ducks got around the near side wall here. Sonari battling for it. Morose battling for it. Kings tie it up on the wall. Morose looking to pick it out of the traffic. The feet. Sonari now trying to dig it out. Kings killing off time. Carly peels off the wall. Goes back towards the wall. Drops it to Sonari. Sonari centering. Cross-ice pass deflected by Kings defenseman. Just wide of the net. Morose with it. Gets it back to Bush with a big drive, high and wide of the net. Picked up by Godown. Godown centering attempt broken up and cleared out of harm's way. That does it. King kill off the first penalty. Busher with the stretch pass. Sonari gets a stick on it. And it deflects up into the netting. So it's going to the center face-off dot.
You don't have a metal bottle? You don't have a metal bottle?
Balski drives it in on net. Goalie covers it up. Steps in. Puck shoved out of the zone. Back to Smith. Back over to the far side. Kings drive it back into the Duck zone. Kings with it down the right wing into the corner. Dustoff chases his guy in. Lee over here to pick it up on the far side. Dustoff comes away with it. Gets the wheel spin and gets it up to Yampolsky. Yampolsky down the left wing. Centering attempt. Popped over Dustoff's stick. Kings go the other way. And that's going to go for icing as they didn't have the red line. We got Melton and Baker up front here. He comes back to Melton. Melton drives it into the King's zone. Goalie comes out to play that. Baker gets to the puck. Centering attempt just out of Stenari's reach. Kings drive it back to back end. Shot. Doesn't make its way through. Another shot. Picked up by Stenari. Stenari circles back. He drives up the wall to Busher. Busher back to Stenari. Stenari dances around a couple defenders. Peels away from pressure, buys some time, drops it back just out of Milton's reach. Milton gets it over to Baker. Baker circles back into the corner. Centering attempt out to Stenari, but broken up by the Kings. Back to Busher. Busher with the drive, deflected wide and to the wall. Busher drops down the wall with some pressure to hold it in. And now the Kings are able to clear it. But that goes for icing. Bond steps in on the faceoff. Bedard picks it up. He cycles it into the corner. Kings get there. Escamilla picks it up, chips it over to Bond. Bond gets pinched off the wall, but stays with the puck. Circles back into the corner, away from pressure. Dishes it over to Bedard. Bedard with the drive far over to the far side wall to Escamilla. Escamilla gets pinched off the puck. And Bond circles back to it. Bond fighting through some slats. Bedard with the drive wide of the net. And Escamilla fights his way back to the puck, circles back out in the high slide, gets it over to Bedard. Bedard circles away from pressure, gets tripped up. No call by Magnifico because he's sitting on the other side of the goalie. He can't see anything over there out of position. Bedard comes back, picks it up. He chips it back down into the corner. Pond picks it up here. Fights through some pressure, drives it back to Escamilla. Escamilla battling through some pressure over there on the far side wall. Magnifico planted there like a pylon, completely in the way. Comes back to the Ducks D. High circle, slot, nice shot, or nice move by Busher. Gets a nice little shot, scoring chance. Comes back to Busher, walks off the wall, another shot and a save. Bedard dancing around in the corner, fighting through pressure here, right in front of us. Kings able to come out and unable to clear it though. Busher, far side to Escamilla. Escamilla winds up, shot, rebound, another shot, save. Bedard picked up the rebound, redirected it right on net, and the Kings goaltender comes up with a big save on the pad. Kings were under siege on that shift. Goaltender situating his jockstrap after all that action. Shot right off the face-off by Dustrov, wide of the net. Held in by the left up, not came out, next off the touch-up. Gives the Kings time to try and skate it out. They are successful at doing that. Gets it back to Dustrov. He chips up the wall to Stenari. Stenari enters his zone with speed down the left wing, or right wing. In behind center, attempt out front, cut off by the Kings and moved out of the zone. Back to Dustrov. Dustrov looking to stretch pass. Has to circle away from pressure. Stays with it. Now he finds the outlet, but Kings cut that off. Pushed back into the zone. Hardy back in the corner to get it. He drives it over to his partner. Ducks having trouble getting out of their zone right now. And looks like they're calling a hand pass or something. 4:15 left in the first period. Ducks unable to find the back of the net here early on. Busher with it. He drives it over to his partner. Go down. Farley with it down the right wing. He gets met with some pressure on the entry. Puck comes out and back in. Busher picks it up. Just out in front of him, King's able to shove it back out in the neutral zone. And Polsky chipping at it, but the Kings pick it up and go the other way. Centering attempt broken up by the Ducks. Puck finds its way on the far side wall, and Polsky circles back to it. He tried to hit Lee on the far side, but that was cut off by the Kings. Shot, rebound, picked up, cleared out, back to Lee. Now it's cleared out, held in though. Hops over Lee's stick, finds its way on the far side wall. Soria over there battling for possession. Chips it down to Lee. Lee with it behind the net, but that's out in front of him, and the Kings player is able to poke it away. Held in again by Busher. Shoved down the wall. Baker off the bench, fighting for possession. He comes in, ships the puck, but it comes out. Ducks able to hold his own. Now it's pushed out. Smith back to pick it up. He drives it over to Stenari. Stenari with the centering attempt comes back to Stenari. And broken up by the Kings and skated out of the zone. Kings down the right wing. He chipped on his own skate there. No call. Good thing. Puck makes its way to Melton. Melton backhands it to Stenari. Stenari moves up to Baker. Baker chips it over to Stenari off his toe. And Stenari puts it behind the net. Leaves it there for Busher. Busher with the crushing hit in the corner. Pushes the puck over to Stenari. Baker comes in with the poke check and pushes it over here to the near side wall. Melton comes in from behind, and no call. Magnifico's hiding over there again. So it looks like we got away with the hit from behind there, because Magnifico does not know how to be in position. Puck gets punched out of the zone. Gets it over to Baker. Baker cross-ice feed. Hits Busher. Busher spins away. Gets it over to Lee. Lee fighting through pressure. Gets it to Busher. And Busher just tried to feed Escamilla on the back door and got stick checked. Puck trickled off his stick and into the Kings goalie's glove. Collins steps in. Puck gets cleared out. Dushoff back to pick it up. He moves up to Bedard. Bedard dances through a couple of players. Drives up the wall to Escamilla. Comes off of his stick. The Kings able to turn around, send it back into the Duck zone. Puck bounced off the wall. Escamilla jumps on it and shot. Save. Cleared out. Held in by Pond. Thought that was coming over at us. So puck's going out of the zone for the face-off. Yard steps in, takes it, Pond drives it into the corner. Escamilla's going to get there first. Escamilla fighting through traffic, tried to center it, that's broken up by the Kings. Kings send it back. Big drive wide of the net from the Ducks deep. Transition back down to Escamilla. Escamilla works his way back up the wall. Centering attempt to Pond, who redirected it wide of the net. Pond picks it up on the half wall, drives it back into the corner to Bedard. Bedard tried to cycle it back down, but two Kings. He comes away with it off the wall, though. Bedard's dancing. Oh, wow! Centering attempt to Pond, and he redirects it just wide of the net. Nice work from Bedard to create that open ice area. Gets a zip pass over to Pond, and Pond with the redirection just wide of the net. Now an offside happens. There's some issue there at the blue line on the entry. punch it in the King's zone. Held in nicely by Bond. Bond comes up. Centering attempt to Escamilla. He redirects it wide of the net. The Ducks having trouble getting it on net. And the result of that is at the end of one, we have a 0-0 hockey. We got a penalty at the end of that. So Kings will have a power play opportunity here. Carly steps in. Got Busher, Morose, and go down. Carly battling for it. Morose gets a stick on it, drives it into the Kings zone. Wraps around far side wall. Kings pick it up. Morose in there with the wow! Morose with pressure. Makes the guy cough it up, makes a bad decision, tries to drive it up the center of the ice, and Morose gets a stick on it and strips it for the shorthanded goal. Morose gifted the puck in the zone, and he makes no mistake. Ducks up 1-0. Puck moves back to go down. Go down winds up, drives it back into the Kings zone. Comes off, deflected, and wow. Carly. So go down, drives it in on goal. The goaltender punches it out to the left side or right side. Carly's there waiting for it, and he makes no mistake. 2 quick goals here in the first minute of the second period, and it's a 2-0 game. Two shorthanded goals actually. So the Ducks are still a minute 36 seconds left of the penalty that happened at the end of the first. And Lee's turn to punch it into the Kings zone. Kings wrap it around far side or near side corner here. Jump on the loose puck. They gain the red line, drive it into the Duck zone. Busher back to pick it up here. Lee drives at the wall, held in by the Kings. Kings with it in the corner. They work out of the corner, up the wall. Back down into the corner. Behind the net. Busher comes in with some pressure on the puck carrier. Kings hold it. Lee cuts that off, but it's shoved back into the corner. Kings with it on the half wall. Cross-ice pass. Cut off by Yampolsky. Moved up the wall to Lee. Lee down the right wing into the corner. And just puck came just off of his stick. Kings gain control. Get the legs moving. They cut out of the zone. That's broken up by Go Down on the entry. Go Down with it, having trouble with the puck on the wall. He punches it right back up the wall. Held in there by the Kings. Driven back into the corner. Kings with the centering attempt. Broken up by Busher. Busher stays with it. Moves it up. The wall. That's cut off. Scenario was looking for it. Kings send it all the way down. It's going to be icing. This guy's filming and he decided to move. It's like, I got to get out of here. Kings with it. They chip it up and out. Busher back to pick it up. He pulls back behind his own net. He reverses it over to Smith. Smith up the wall. Doesn't get all of it. Drives it up the half wall. Kings hold it in. Kings centering it just out of the receiver's direction. Bedard jumps on the loose puck. Drives it in his own. Pond hustles. Gets it back out to Bedard. Bedard chops it just wide of the net. And wow, that was picked up by Busher and driven just wide of the net. Another drive by Smith. Comes off the wall, another drive by Smith. Doesn't make its way in. Kings able to skate it out. And the penalty's over. And they get one in on Amador. And Amador reaches out calmly with the glove. Kings kind of confused who they're putting out. Now they figure it out. Dustroff drives around far side wall. Kings intercept there, drives it right back out. And here's Magnifico again, right in front of us. Baker picks it up. He moves up the wall to Melton. Melton down the right wing. Tries to get it right back out in front of Baker. Baker's going to jump on the loose puck. Gets it back to Laird. Laird with the drive just wide. And Sonari trying to work out into the slot area. Send back out to Dustroff. He gets it over to Laird. Laird moves it up to Baker on the entry. And that's broken up by the Kings. Shoved out to the far side wall. Held in by Dustroff. Dustroff walks down the wall into the corner. Out in the front. Shot. Save. Battle for it behind the net. Sonari comes away with it. He drives it up to Laird. Laird walks off the wall with a drive and a rebound. Loose puck. Sonari was looking for it. He finds it, gets it back to Laird. Laird with the drive over to Baker. Baker with the drive and a save. Some nice puck movement down there in the offensive zone. Unable to find it, punch it in the back of the net here though. Score remains 2-0, 11:21 left in the second period. Ducks started with 2 shorthanded goals early on. Kings pick it up, they drive up the wall. Lee reaches out, grabs it out of midair, drives it down to a stick. Kings able to drive it up and out, and that's going to go for icing. Lee gets it back to Busher. King's able to skate out of the zone, comes back to go down. Go down, drives it right back up where the puck came from. It deflects right back in on Ombre. He puts it out. Busher puts it up, pulls up behind the net. Gets the wheel spinning, drives it over to Lee. Lee down the right wing, pulls up in the zone. Sending it to Yampolsky with the drive and a save. Kings ship it off the wall. Ducks hold it in. Comes to Busher. Busher fanned on the shot attempt. Circles back to the puck. Punches it down behind the Kings goaltender. Kings move up the wall. Comes off the wall. Held in by Busher though with another drive wide of the net. And picked up by the Kings in the near side corner here. Battle for it. Sawyer comes in. Comes just out of his reach. Kings going to stick. Another clearing attempt does come out. Busher punches it back in. The Ducks have to touch up. Kings able to skate it out of the zone. They drive it into the Duck zone. Go down, picks it up. Go down, stretch pass. It's Yampolsky. Yampolsky with the move and a big save. Yampolsky had him beaten far wide. Busher picks up the puck, pulls it between his legs. Shot, glove save. Go down sprung Yampolsky in all alone. And I think Yampolsky kind of skated himself out of a good scoring opportunity. He's still got a shot on net from the wide angle. Carly drives down in the near side corner. Rose over there comes in. Stenari drives down to Carly with a redirection just wide of the net. Stenari picks it up on the wall, gets it out to, Morose gets it out to Stenari, and Stenari makes no mistake. And puts it under the crossbar for the third goal of the game. So Stenari is going to step back in for the face-off. Stenari punches into the King's zone, comes back to Stenari. Carly's going to chase it down in the corner. Carly gets hit in the head down low. He cross-checks the guy from behind. And we'll see what happens here. Magnifico got the original call. Banana goes to the box. So the Ducks with the 3-0 lead have another power play opportunity. Stenari gets it over to go down fan on the cross ice pass. He gets it over to Busher. Busher winds up with the drive wide and high of the net. Kings wrap it around the wall, comes off the wall and out of the zone. Busher back to pick it up. Busher with the little toe drag backhand moves it up to Moroz. Moroz back to Busher. Busher tried to pull the backhand trigger. Fanned on the shot attempt, finds his way back out. Centering attempt to Moroz. Moroz with the drive and a goal. That's 4-0. 8:55 left in the second period. So after a slow start in the first, the Ducks are up 4-0 here in the second. Bedard kicks it back to Laird. Laird moves it up to Escamilla. Escamilla enters the zone, finds the puck on his stick in the corner behind the net, centering attempt. Loose puck, chopping at it. Pond's chopping at it. Escamilla says he punched it in, but I think the whistle blew beforehand. Puck was bouncing around. And Magnifico quick to the whistle. Bedard steps in on the face-off. There with the drive, wide of the net. Pond picks it up, centering, sets to Bedard. Bedard snaps one. And I think it hit the crossbar and went up high. Steps in, pulls the puck back to Dushoff. Dushoff with the drive and a deflection wide of the net, picked up by Escamilla. Escamilla spins away from pressure in the corner, tries to go out into the slot area, dishes it out there, no one there but Kings, so they pull it out and skate it out of the zone. Bond circles back to it. Kings have it in the neutral zone. They got zone entry. That's broken up by Bedard. Bedard circles away from pressure. He chips up the wall on his backhand. Pond lifts a stick and gets the puck out, pushes it down the wall, and then that's broken up off of Escamilla's stick. Kings with it. They're able to shove it back into the neutral zone. Stepped in for speed, and there stepped up on the puck carrier, broke that up. Kings get there first. They drive it back into the corner. Westjaw plays a hit in the corner, dislodges the puck. Bedard comes in, picks it up. He fights through a hook, no call. Bedard gets a wheel spinning, cuts down the right wing into the corner. Behind the net, centering it out, but that's broken up. Tried to hit Escamilla in the slot. Smith with the drive, rebound wide of the net, push back behind. Kings didn't get a stick on it. They move it up and out, not out. Busher holds it in nicely. Pond picks it up, gets it over to Escamilla. Escamilla gets stick checked as he's trying to pull the trigger, and that puck gets hoisted up and out onto the net. Pond probably should have just pulled the trigger on that one. Had Escamilla over there, but Escamilla had a King sitting there that was able to get a stick check on him as he was trying to pull the trigger. Lee picks up the puck in the slot. In the circle, punch off of his stick, pushed through the wall, driven back to Busher. Busher with the drive, deflected high over the net, picked up by the Kings and shoved out of the zone. That's going to go for icing. Soria steps in, gets it back to Yampolsky. Yampolsky tried to feed Lee on the back door. Lee picks it up in the corner, Cuts off the wall. Tries to send it through the slot area. Makes its way to the near side wall here. Going back and forth. Comes off, back, behind, and the goaltender is able to put a glove over it. So he's checking in here. There's the fans. Comes back to Busher. Busher patiently holds on to it. Shot, deflected, doesn't make its way in on net. Comes back to Soria. Kings come away with it. Kings with the drive in on Almado. He redirects to the far side wall. Kings drop it on the half wall. Back into the corner. Kings buzzing in the deck zone. Same broken up by Almado. Shoved just wide of the net. And up and out of play. But go down back with the puck, pulls up behind the net, drives up to Baker. Baker circles around, gets the wheel spin, cross-side speed, hits somebody over there on the far side. Shot, save. He hit Busher over there on the far side with the speed, enters the zone and rips one in. Goaltender comes to save. Bedard steps in on the face-off. Baker comes in, chops at it. Comes back to it, drives it into the corner. Puck protection. Baker on the back check, strips the puck, holds it in the zone. Kings having a hard time getting out right now. Comes back to Baker. Baker walks the blue line and then pulls it out into the neutral zone. Go down with it. He cross-side speeds. It's Bedard. Bedard comes in and roofs it for the 5th goal of the game. Busher wanting to congrats on the pass. Saying, Bedard, come back here, man. Give it to me. Sonari steps in, punches it over to Carly. Carly gets the puck in the corner, loses an edge in the corner, stays with the puck. Sonari comes in, tries to get it out to Moroz. Moroz with it, and a shot wide of the net. Finds himself on the far near side wall here. King's able to hoist it up and out. King's in all alone, and Busher breaks that up nicely. And Magnifico, I think Busher got with a little bit of a hook there. Magnifico all the way back in the other zone with his laziness of effort. And Carly with the drive high and wide. Kings with it, they shove it up, out. Laird holds it in his zone, drops down low, shot, deflected high and into the netting. .421 left in the second period. And they still have a Corey Perry picture up. He is now a Dallas Star. You might want to update that. Bedard gets it back to Escamilla. Escamilla mishandles it, comes off of his stick, and it's going to go for a Kings breakaway. Kings shot, saved by Amador. Comes back to the slot area. Another shot, and wow, they score. Kings pick it up in the slot on the turnover from Escamilla, and they find the back of the net. Bedard steps in, comes back, enters the zone, down left wing, into the corner. Center attempt. Bond tries to get it over to Escamilla. Another drive from Bedard to the side, the glove save. Bond wins it back to Busher. Busher with the drive and a save, kicked into the corner. Bond picks it up, gets it over to Escamilla. Escamilla just gives it back over to Pond on the back door. And I believe Pond punched it in for the 7-1 lead. Or 6. Soria's line out, Yampolsky and Lee on the wings. Soria steps in. He punches it in over to Yampolsky. Yampolsky gets the backhand on it and drives it into the Kings zone. Kings pick up Lee with the stick check. Kings stay with it. They drive it up the wall and out of the zone. Zone entry. Broken up by Busher. Busher chips it up to Yampolsky. Yampolsky peels it off the wall, back to Busher. Busher down, high circle, shot, save, kicked out into the slot. Held into the zone by the Ducks and now transitioned up and out. Back to go down. Go down picks it up, walks around the defender. Cuts into the zone. Buys some time, drives it in deep. Kings wrap it around the wall and out of the zone. Picked up by Busher in the neutral zone. Sent over to Lee. Lee chips it into the slot area for Yampolsky. Yampolsky met with some pressure. Gets it out to Lee. Lee with the shot. And off the shoulder into the netting. We'll have a face-off to the right of the Kings goal. 2:52 left in the second period. And that guy's retired. Dustrov steps in on the face-off. He wins it back, pushed into the corner. Baker picks it up. Baker gets it over to Melton. Melton doesn't have a stick on the ground for the redirection. Busher drives it back into the corner. Puck comes off. Held in by the Ducks. Dustrov overskates it, leaves it for the Kings. Kings are able to exit the zone. They send it in on Amador, and deflection just wide of the net, moves it up to Baker. Baker pulls it onto the wall, goes off the wall, gets a wheel spin, and cuts into the center ice. Loses it, regains it, comes in, snap shot, save. Looks like Banana's slashing at people again. Oh no, this is Prestia. Prestia using his stick as a little knife there. Dustrov on the face-off. Kings come away with it. They reverse it up the far side wall. That's held in by Busher nicely. Busher with it, trying to hit Dustrov. Dustrov gets his stick slashed out of his hand. So that's going to be a power play opportunity for the Ducks. Magnifico just happened to be in the vicinity and caught that. Bedard steps in. Kings able to clear it out of the zone. Somebody else stick was flying. One of the Kings sticks. Escamilla walks off the wall through about 4 people and then loses the puck. Comes back to Busher. Busher walks the blue line, drives it back over to Lee. Lee with the shot, deflected wide of the net and cleared out of the zone. Nope, actually held in by Escamilla. Escamilla drives it right back up to Busher. Busher walks off the wall, drives it back down to Escamilla out in front of him. Comes back to Escamilla on the half wall. King's able to send it up and out of the zone. Busher stretch pass, zone entry to Pond. Sends it out to Bedard. Bedard centering an attempt, tried to hit Escamilla, broken up by the Kings. Escamilla works back into the corner. And puck taken. Pond comes back, tries to get it over to Bedard. And it looks like the net may be off. Looking for a shot attempt. Go down, drives it over to Busher. Busher can't handle it. He has to come back to the puck. He chips it back down to Stenari. Stenari centering attempt for Morose. Hops over his stick to go down. Go down with it in the corner. Drives it back to Busher. Busher up high with a shot and high over the net off the back wall. Stenari picks it up, gets it back to Busher. Same shot, wide of the net. Stenari with the bad angle shot to the side of the net, picked up and out of the zone. Busher back, retracts, regroup for the regroup. Hits the wheel spinning, cross-ice feed, hits Morose. He drives it down to Carly. Carly gets the puck knifed off of his stick. Morose comes in to help him out, and that's the end of the period. And the end of the power play. Nothing generated. Third period coming up next. Oh, we have face-off, sorry. Puck comes back to Busher. Busher, headman pass, tried to hit Stenari, went into his skate, makes its way in on goal for no icing. Puck finds its way in, and that's played with the high stick. Carly strips the puck, gets to Morose. Morose pulls away, gets it back, drive, tip, doesn't make its way in. Magnifico plants his ass in front of me again. Puck gets found all the way down, dust off back to pick it, or go down back to pick it up. Stretch pass to Busher. Busher waiting for him on the blue line. Right by activating D. Go down with the drive, wide of the net. Busher back down into the corner here. Hops over Escamilla's stick all the way back down. Kings get there first. Ball finds its way to Busher. Busher stretch pass far side. Back into the neutral zone. Kings drive it all the way back down. And that time it's going to be for icing. 13:28. Pond steps in for the face-off. Kings clear it out. Backhanded up the wall. Pond gets it up to Bedard. Bedard with the drive. And a glove save. Loose puck on the far side wall. Comes back. Another drive wide. Picked up by Fawn. Fawn tries to get it out. Gets it out to Bedard. Bedard with it in the corner. Bedard chips it down to Escamilla. Escamilla backhands it to Pond. Pond drives it wide of the net. Finds its way over to Escamilla. Escamilla stays away from pressure. Gets to Pond. Pond tries to feed Escamilla, but he fights through a stick check, unable to pull the trigger. Puck finds its way in on Amador. He puts a glove over it. Well, 46 left in the game. Lee jumps on a loose puck, punches it forward. Gets the puck punched off of his stick on the entry. Soria battling with that near corner. Fights through a stick check. Centering attempt. Finds Lee. And wow. Lee fired it and got robbed. Goaltender got over. Put a glove over it. Nice cross. Good speed. Polsky with it behind the net, gets it over to Lee. Lee working through the corner. And the Kings are able to get a stick on it, clear it out. Laird drives it back up the wall. Kings jump on the loose puck. Skated into the zone there. Centering attempt. Comes out. Shot. Doesn't make its way in. Ducks clear it up. And Polsky pushes it into the zone. And then it's cleared out. Just a little too far out in front of him. Lee picks it up. He pops it over a stick, zone entry, tries to get it over again. Polsky. And Polsky fighting through some traffic. Kings jump on loose puck and go the other way. They get through behind go down, which is rare. Good usually comes away with that. Kings whipped it down in the corner. Centering attempt, broken up. Deflected back to the puck carrier. Back out front now. And Yapolsky gets a stick on the loose puck, gets it up to Laird on the rush, and just as he's getting ready to pull the trigger, gets his stick checked. Busher back to pick it up. Busher gains some speed through the neutral zone. Makes a move right as the guy's trying to check him. Dustrov stays with it, and then gets the puck knifed off of his stick, and Kings ice the puck. What's going on? Why is they called icing? Huh. She usually doesn't end up back down there, but it's Magnifico wrestling, so anything goes. This guy's a beauty. Busher picks up the loose puck. Gets it back. Gets Dustrov. Drives it the wall to Melton. Melton cross-side speed hits Baker or Busher. Busher enters the zone in the slot. Shot. No rebound. Drive wide and glove. Sonari with it. Close up, shot, save, leave the corner. Back to Sonari behind the net. Tries to feed it out to Morose. Morose picks it up. Tries to cycle it back down. Off-ice feed, zone entry. Feed to Sonari. Sonari walks in, fans on his backhand shot attempt. Comes all the way out to Busher in the neutral zone. He spins away from pressure. Busher with it, cuts to the slot, gets it over to Sonari. Sonari with the shot, save, rebound, covered up. Scaha works through the corner, drives it back down the pond. That's cut off by the Kings. Pushed up to the far side wall. Stretch pass. Comes out to Amador. He covers it up. Puck battle in the corner, go down and Bedard battling for it. Kings fans trying to call for a penalty. Kings jump on, drive back into the Duck zone. Feed, Escamilla's offside, so the Ducks have to touch up. Push back out into the zone. Busher back to pick it up. He circles back out. Gets a wheel spin and cuts through the zone. Drives it over to Escamilla. He cuts into the slot area. Backhands it over to Busher. Busher ran out of real estate. Drove it to the side of the net. Back to go down. Back up to Escamilla. Escamilla with the zone re-entry. Gets the puck knocked off of his stick on the entry. On with the poke check. Unsuccessful. King's able to skate it out of the zone. Push back up. Escamilla's going to jump on the loose puck. Cut in. Makes a move. Sending a attempt to Pond. Pond with the redirection right on net. And big save. Comes back to Escamilla's stick. Driven back down the Pond. Pond chips it out into the corner. That's gloved down by Banana. Banana gets the puck stripped by Go Down. He drives up to Escamilla. Escamilla circles away from Banana. And the Kings drive it out of the zone for icing. 7:35 left. They wave off icing. Keep the clock running. Soria drives it up the wall. To Lee. Lee gets it to Yampolsky. Back over to Soria. Soria back up to Yampolsky, but behind him. Lee picks it up and chips it just wide of the net. Soria chips it back and comes off the wall and to the side of the net for the goaltender to put a glove over it. Puck punched back down behind. Kings will stick on, drive it up, but held in by the Ducks, fanned on by Smith. Now he gets it down to Lee. Lee with the backhand. And there's Prestia again. Prestia taking Lee's skates out from under him. And then he acts like, what? I'm still learning how to skate. It's not my fault. Soria steps in, this line stays out. And Polsky with a quick drive wide of the net. Lee tries to feed the slot, that's broken up. Soria with it, spinning set. That's broken up by the Kings. Polsky gets hit from a rug from behind. Up the wall. Kings on a breakaway. Shot, big save by Almanor. Driven over. Polsky gets to the corner. Polsky with the redirection wide of the net. Dustoff drives it back up the wall. Baker off the bench holds his own. Cuts around. Puck protection. Stays with it. Nice move. Centering attempt. Dustoff couldn't pull the trigger on it. Clear it out. Smith back to pick it up. He drives it over the far side wall. Baker reverses it back down. To there, out in front of him. Dustoff's got it. Teams clear it out. Busher picks it up. He walks around in traffic. Drives it over to Baker. Baker backhands it to Busher. Busher gets it over to Big Busher. Back to Little Busher. Drive. Deflects high up into the netting. Dustoff steps in. Stay out. Nelson pulls away. He drives over the near side wall here. Dustoff battling, gets a stick held. And held in nicely by Busher. Driven down wide of the net. Baker's going to jump on the loose puck. He fights through corner pressure. Dustoff comes back to help him out. Magnifico's right here in front of us. Again. Puck trickles loose. Melton's going to jump on the loose puck. Comes off of his stick. King's able to clear it out. Melton with his own entry down the wing. Shot. Glove save. Dustoff with a little shot. Gets away with it. Oh, Magnifico's going to call him over and Magnifico's over there saying, man, I was so far behind the play, I didn't see it. .419 left. And pulls it back, gets its go down, holds it in, tries to drive back down to Carly, back to go down off the wall, into the slot, tip, and a save. hits it into Carly in the corner. Comes off the wall to Stenari. Stenari with the shot. Tried to pick the short side high. Big drive. Doesn't make its way in. Picked up by Stenari in the corner. He cuts off the wall. Shot wide of the net. Carly's going to work his way to the puck over here on the near side wall. Gets it back to Laird. Laird drives it back down to Carly. Carly battling through some pressure on the half wall. Stenari comes in for some support. Kings work off the wall. They're able to clear it out. Go down back to pick it up. Sends it up to Stenari. Stenari drives it over to Carly. Carly drives it in deep. Looks for a change. Kings wrap around. Held in by Godown. He drives it wide of the net. Picked up by the Kings. They drive it up the near side wall here. Good pass. Held in by Pond. To Bedard. Bedard over to Escamilla. Escamilla, instead of pulling the trigger, decides to do a little spin around the backhand, and the goaltender comes up with a save. Bedard saying you probably should have pulled the trigger on that one, like instead of the fancy spinorama stuff. Puck works up the wall. Kings able to shove it out. Smith with some disruption on the exit. And Magnifico walking over and calling a penalty on him for the interference. Oh, they're both going. With the puck, in behind the net, has to walk around Magnifico, back to Busher. Busher pulls it off, and it comes out of the zone. He circles back to it, drives it back up the wall. That's held in, pushed into the zone by the Kings. Battle along the half wall over there. That was Bedard. Reversed it over to Busher. Busher stretch pass. Puts Escamilla at the blue line. Escamilla on the entry. Puck comes off of his stick. Held in by Busher. Busher gets a wheel spin and cuts down into the slot. Circle turnaround. Tried to feed it back out to Escamilla. That's broken up by the Kings. Kings come away with it. Busher puts the pocket on the exit, comes back, circle around, gets it over to Bedard, tried to backhand it over to Busher, came off of his stick awkward. Big drive, save, kicked into the corner. Kings pick it up, send it up the wall and out. He's going to go for icing. 1:17 left. Drives it down into the corner. Then drive it right back up the wall. He picks it up. Straight stick. Sorry, backhands it over to Impulski in the slot. Impulski trying to pull the trigger. Good stick check. Lee knifes it out of midair. Fights through traffic. Gets it out to Soria with the drive. Point blank shot save. Rob. Soria steps in on the face-off. 56 seconds left in the game. It's only a 6-1 game. Dean turns the face-off. Soria keeps coming over the drive off the wall. Lee with the 6-check. Turnover. Back to Lee. Lee with the shot. And it's goal. Lee, nice work. Stick check. Causes the turnover up to Impulsi. Impulsi gives it right back to Lee, and Lee rips it for a 7-1 game. Lee with the down the wing. Out, another shot, and another goal. Impulsi punches it in. 34 seconds left in the game, and it's an 8-1 game now. 2 quick goals. Harley's going to center this line now with Melton and Baker. It's over to Baker. Baker chips it into the zone. Melton battling for it on the blue line. Carly on the entry. And let the clock tick down. So, 8-1 win for the Ducks.